Tune into Sports 360 with Ahmed Hamad.
On the second day of the only cricket test match between Zimbabwe and Ireland, in reply to Zimbabwe's second score of 267, were 83 for the loss of one wicket, which means Ireland lead by 76 runs with 9 wickets in hand at close of second day's play at Bulawayo. Earlier, Zimbabwe resumed their first inning at the overnight score of 72 for 1 in reply to Ireland's first inning score of 260, with Taguwanchi Kaitiano batting on 26 and Nick Welch is batting on 33, and were all out for 267 runs, taking a 7 runs lead. They batted for 86 overs and scored their runs at a run rate of 3.09. Resuming at 72 for 1, they lost their first wicket of the day, adding just 5 runs to the total, and Taguwanchi Kaitiano was the second to go after scoring 26 of 66 ball with the help of 3 fours. He was legged before by McCarthy. And then they lost the third wicket. 20 runs later at 97, Zimbabwe lost their third wicket of Brian Bennett in the 30th over. Brian Bennett could only score 7 runs of 18 balls with the help of 1 4, and he was bowled by McCarthy. 46 runs were added for the fourth wicket, and Zimbabwe reached 140 and lost their fourth wicket of Wesley Madware, who made 26 of 31 balls, hitting 2 fours and 1 6 with a strike rate of 84, and he was caught by wicketkeeper Tucker off the bowling of McBrine. And then some flurry of wicket. The fifth wicket fell at 147. Just 4 runs were added for the fifth wicket partnership, and the fifth batsman to go was Jonathan Campbell, the Zimbabwean captain, scoring 4 of 3 balls, hitting just 1 4, caught by Tactor off the bowling of McBrine. 24 runs later, Zimbabwe lost their sixth wicket, and at 171, Nyasha Mayowo was the sixth to go after scoring 18 from 23 balls, hitting 2 fours and 1 6, and he was legged before by McBrine. 1 run later, and at 172, Zimbabwe lost their seventh wicket of Newman Nyamhuri, who was out without scoring on the very first ball, caught by Balbirnie off the bowling of McCarthy. Then the eighth wicket fell at 192. 20 runs were added for the eighth wicket, and the eighth batsman to go was Richard Ngarava in the 61st over. He scored 15 runs of 41 balls, hitting 1 4, and he was caught by Moor off the bowling of Steadied. And 8 runs later, Zimbabwe lost their ninth wicket at 200. Nick Welch was finally out after scoring 90. 10 runs short of his century, fell victim of nervous 90s. He scored 90 of 173 balls, hitting 9 fours and 1 6 with a strike rate of 52. He was caught by Tactor off the bowling of Adair. And at 267, Zimbabwe lost their 10th and final wicket of Blessing Muzarabani, who also contributed 47. The second highest scorer for Zimbabwe is Blessing Muzarabani, 47 of 68 ball with the help of 6 fours and with a strike rate of 69. He was bowled by Humphreys, and Zimbabwe were bowled out for 267. So Nick Welch with 90 and Blessing Muzarabani with 47 runs were the main scorer, while Taguwanchi Kaitiano and Wesley Madware also chip in with 26 runs each. Looking at the Ireland bowling, Mark Adair, 18 overs, 4 maiden, 56 runs and 2 wicket. Barry McCarthy, 22 overs, 2 maiden, 75 runs and 4 wicket, 4 for 75. And Craig Young, 10 overs, 1 maiden, 36 runs, no wicket. Matthew Humphreys, 15.1 over 1 maiden, 38 runs and 1 wicket, while Andy McBrine, 21 overs, 5 maiden, 59 runs and 3 wickets. Conceding a 7 runs lead, Ireland begins their second inning, and their first wicket partnership put on 46 runs, and the first batsman to go was Peter Moor in the 8th over after scoring 30 of 33 balls, hitting 5 fours with a strike rate of 91, and he was caught by Mayowo of the bowling of Richard Ngarava. 37 runs were so far added for the second wicket, and Ireland reached 83 for the loss of 1 wicket at close of second day's play. They batted for 21 overs so far in their second inning and scored their runs at a run rate of 3.95. The captain, Andy Balbirnie, is not out on 32, along with Curtis Campher, who is unbeaten on 14. For Zimbabwe, Blessing Muzarabani 6 overs for 31 runs without taking a wicket. Richard Ngarava 6 overs 1 maiden 25 runs and 1 wicket. Trevor Gwandu 5 overs 10 runs no wicket. Newman Nyamhuri 3 overs 8 runs and no wicket, while Brian Bennett 1 over 3 runs and no wicket. Ireland surged ahead despite Muzarabani's heroics. Muzarabani 67 runs stand for the 10th wicket, with Gwandu took Zimbabwe from a position of danger into a comfort of slender lead. Ireland and Zimbabwe continued to zigzag with a flow yet again in Bulawayo, but it was the visitors who were better placed at end of second day's play. Barry McCarthy, toil and versatility combined with Andy McBrine's consistency provided them with the hope of capturing a substantial lead. Blessing Muzarabani thought otherwise. His inspired 67-run stand for the 10th wicket with Trevor Gwandu took Zimbabwe from a position of danger into the comfort of slender lead, but it was a sign of the pitch easing out, some things Ireland's top order did not waste. Peter Moor dispatched Muzarabani, who did not bowl consistent lines, as Ireland raced to 42 without loss in 7 overs. Richard Ngarava got one to angle away to ensure Moore's 33 did not grow to become a good score, but his partner Andy McBrine joined Curtis Campher to ensure Ireland went to stumps unscathed. So the summary of the match: Ireland batting first in their first inning scored 260 runs, with Andy McBrine 90 not out and Mark Adair with 78 were the two significant scorers. Blessing Muzarabani of Zimbabwe bowled his best bowling in Test cricket, 7 for 58 of 18 overs. Yes, a brilliant bowling performance from the spearhead fast bowler of Zimbabwe, 7 for 58, while Richard Ngarava also captured 2 for 65. After bowling Ireland to just 260, Zimbabwe scored 267 and took a 7 runs lead, thanks to Nick Welch, who scored 90, and Blessing Muzarabani, who played a valiant inning of 47 runs. For Ireland, Barry McCarthy 4 for 75, Andy McBrine 3 for 59, and Mark Adair 2 for 56, while Matthew Humphries took 1 wicket for 38 runs. Ireland in their second inning were 83 for the loss of 1 wicket at close of second day's play, with Andy McBrine batting on 32 along with Curtis Campher, who is unbeaten on 14. Ireland lead by 76 runs with 9 wickets in hand.
Keep on watching Sports 360 with Ahmed Hamad for latest news, views, and interviews of sports personalities from around the world.